there, welcome to Tips to Living and Working in France. I am Rachael Helps you to achieve that goal, and I am back with your tip number 2. And your tip number 2 is to pick a city. Okay, I did a little mind map because I love to be organized, and I took a picture of that and I put it on my Facebook page. So you guys can go on my Facebook page if you want to see how I'm going to film these different videos, and to also be patient because I'm getting a lot of questions through Facebook, and I thank you guys for that. I will reply to your questions, but I will reply to your questions in a video form, okay? And it may take a while to get there because, you know why? Because I got a job and I'm not getting paid for doing this, okay? Just keeping it real. So, this tip was inspired by Shauna Hawk, and we exchanged a couple emails, not emails, via Facebook, about your move to France. So you're going to be coming in, I think, October, and you're planning to go to Paris to study. That's great. However, you asked me about renting, and I told you renting an apartment in Paris is super expensive. And then you sent me an email saying that you were open to, you know, other cities. And of course, you're looking for a place that is not too pricey. So here's my advice. Pick a city by the experience that you want to receive out of that city and not by price. Okay, so I will repeat. Pick a city on the experience that you want to receive from that city and not the price. Okay, ask yourself these questions. Are you an introvert or are you an extrovert? Do you like art? Do you like to go to the theater? Do you like to go to the movies? Do you like being around different cultures? When I say different cultures, do you like being around Asian people? And when I say Asian people, Japanese, Chinese, etc. Do you like Africans? Do you like being around Indian people? Do you like to constantly meet different people from different cultures every day? Okay? Or are you someone who's more shy? You like the nature. You don't like to be around big crowds. You like it quiet, calm, etc. So ask yourself these questions and then compare what you like or compare how you live every day, wherever you're at in the world, to that city that you're thinking about moving to. Okay? I come from San Francisco. So I'm an extrovert. When I was in San Francisco, I hung out in the Castro. Why did I hang out in the Castro? Because I love gay people. They're extroverts. They're very flamboyant. The music, you know, there's tons of different people from different cultures. I love going to the museums. I love, you know, parks, concert, etc. So when I decided to move to France, I picked Paris. I didn't pick Paris because, oh, there's the Eiffel Tower, and every time, you know, someone in America talks about, or in another country talks about French, they always talk about Paris. I didn't pick Paris. I picked Paris of that reason. I picked Paris because it catered to the certain things that I like. So, and when I moved there at the time I moved to France, it was in francs, so I had an advantage. When I came over to France, I felt like I was rich because the dollar was strong at that time. The president was President Clinton, so the American economy was very, very good. I saved up a whole lot of money, and when I did the exchange rate, I was like, fuck me, I'm rich. But you know, that money's gone now. But yeah, so I picked Paris not because of the renting or was it too pricey. I picked it because it catered to what I like. And it would feed me every day tons of new ideas, different people from different cultures. And it felt like within Paris, I could travel without leaving Paris. And when I say travel, I could travel to one neighborhood and I feel like I'm in China, or I travel to another neighborhood and I feel like I'm in Africa. So that's why I picked Paris. Second thing is I visited Paris. I went twice to Paris before I decided that was the city for me. So a lot of you are sending me messages, and I'm getting the sense that you guys never even been to Paris yet. So pick your city and then go visit that city. Okay? Don't have it in your mind say, okay, it's Paris, it's Paris. If you're a nature person, you like living near the ocean, you like surfing, you got dogs that you might want to bring your dog over, or Paris might not be for you. You might want to go to the south of France. You might want to go to maybe Toulouse, Montpellier, Marseille. Marseille is changing. I've been there recently. It's a great city now. Before it probably wasn't. So you want to pick a city, the things that you already like to do. And of course, the culture is different because you're moving to France. It's a different language. The people eat different. The things that you buy in the grocery stores is different. Even some of the fashion is different. So you're going to already get that culture shock, but you're going to find activities that you like doing and you can do. I'll give you another example. I'll use myself an example. So imagine I pick Pornic. Okay, I like the ocean. Pornic is on the ocean. I'm an extrovert, so I like, I talk to anybody and everybody who walks on the street. I like, people from different cultures. So imagine if I chose Pornic because of the rent is cheap. It's it's near the ocean, but however, there's not a mixity of people. It's very limited on cultural activities. There's a lot of shy people. People are not very open. People are really nice, but when you live in a certain area where it has a less population of a city, some people are, how can I say? There's a good word in French. It's called pas très cultivé. Cultivé. Cultivé? Cultivé. Cultivé. Cultivé means you don't have a lot of knowledge about, of different cultures or in general. So that's my tip for you guys. I hope that's helpful. Pick a city. Don't pick a city on price. If your city is Paris, okay, that's great. Take a trip. Take your first trip. Get in the experience. Do the first trip as a tourist. Do a second trip, but not as a tourist, okay? And then ask yourself, do you feel it? Do you, intuitively in your gut, do you feel like, hey, this is a city that I can see myself living? So ask yourself these questions. Do not pick a city on price. In another tip video, we will go over money, okay? So do not pick a city on price, because if you pick a city on price, because the rent is cheap, everything is cheap, there's always a balance. And there's a reason why rent is cheap. Why is it cheap? Because there's probably not a lot of people there, and there's probably not a things going on. So that's why it's cheap, okay, to live there. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you know someone who's planning to move to France, please pass this video on to them. And if you already live in France or you're a French person and you have some more advice that you can add to this video to help people out there in the world, please comment below. And I reply to only, I'm tongue-tied here. I reply only to messages via my Facebook page because it's just too much. YouTube, I'm getting messages through YouTube, and then, I get messages everywhere. So I'm only replying to messages via my Facebook page, which is Rachael Helps. The link is down below, so you can go over and like my Facebook page. And stay tuned for tip number 3. So I hope you guys have a good day, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.